No fluff. Let's get right to it.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
Why NBA ratings are down. Number one, Wardell Stephen Curry II. When Steph was at Davidson, I was in undergrad. And so I had a chance to watch a lot of basketball because you in college, you with your homeboys and they over there doing what they doing and he over there doing what he doing and she over there doing what she doing and I'm doing what I'm doing. And it gotta be something that's in the background, you know what I mean? And so we used to watch Steph a lot. And I knew his game would translate to the NBA, but I thought he would be like 20 points per game, right? There was another player at that time. His name was Kevin Martin, and he had a weird looking shot, and he was a little bit taller than Steph. I thought Steph would be a better version of him. And Kevin Martin has some good years in the NBA, but I thought he would be an extension of him, smaller, more of a point guard version of Kevin Martin. But Steph obviously superseded that drastically. And like the NFL did with protecting their quarterbacks and changing the rules where you can't touch them at all anymore. And that's what changed their game to become this aerial assault game where you practically can't play defense. You can't even tackle anymore. The NBA did the exact same thing with altering the rules to protect Steph. Because when I start seeing him run around all them screens in 09 and 010 with Mark Jackson, the first thing that popped in my mind was, God has worked with me a lot on my tongue. Those of y'all that used to watch my content, y'all know how I used to talk. Okay, I don't talk like that anymore. But there's still times when the old Dorian Group 82 want to come out and say some stuff. And when I saw him running around all them screens, man, I'm like, man, somebody don't check his little right into the first row. Like, why are you letting this little midget run all around? Because guys that have that level of quickness, ball handling, and shooting, the only way to neutralize them is with physicality. But the NBA took those rules away. They started really frowning upon that after the Naptown 2005 Pacers went up in the stands in Detroit and started whooping everybody. So because guys of Steph's skill set were protected, it shifted the game from being this inside, bulky, powerful, feed the 7-footer, we play off of him, let's try to get the closest shot we possibly can to the basket, the paint's packed, everybody bumping into each other, these grown, massive men, like dudes in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and power forwards were massive. Compared to these guys now that are sleek and slender and look like Italian male models is about to pose on the cover of Vogue. They gotta protect that body type. They took away the physicality. So now the game looks really weird and it plays really weird because everybody is trying to mimic Stephen Curry. There's only one Steph Curry. And yeah, you got Trae Young, you got LaMelo. The dudes are super exciting, but there's only one Steph Curry. So everybody starts shooting all these threes because basketball is a copycat sport. Most of these coaches lack creativity, especially the coaches today, because they weren't teachers. They weren't educators. They never had to come up with lesson plans or any of that. They never had to raise money on the AAU circuit. They're plucking coaches from podcasting and everywhere else in society and plugging them into these positions where they never had the experience and wondering why they're copying everything that's going on in the NBA. They've never been in that position. Everybody ain't Steph Curry. There's only one Steph Curry. Come up with your own offensive system based off the personnel that you have. You hear that? Every time I come home from workouts, whether I'm working out NBA players, WNBA players, college players, sixth graders, whoever it is, I use this massage gun. I have to, right? I'm 40 years old. Every time I get done, there's something going on, whether it's my knee, whether it's my triceps. The other day I pulled something. I got a bruise up under my arm right now. And I have my lady use this on me and it's phenomenal. It's by Bob and Brad. It has multiple settings. It comes with a bunch of different types of heads. You got this one in particular, which is my favorite one because it has temperature on there. You see that green button right there? That's the cool setting. If you go over here to the left, they have a heat setting right now. You can see that orange button. So it's gonna give out cool temperature and a warm temperature, which is what you want to use on your aches and pains. So if you're somebody who is an athlete, an ex-athlete, a coach, a construction worker, an Amazon worker. Okay, you coming home sore every single day, go get you a Bob and Brad massage gun. If you are somebody that's looking to give somebody a gift who has everything, Father's Day, Christmas, birthday, Bob and Brad massage gun. You want to know where to find the Bob and Brad massage gun? Click the link in the description right now. Number 2, zero rivalries. You know, the last rivalry that I really can remember in the NBA that was like, yeah, they really don't like each other, and they're both very good, was the LeBron Miami Heat and the Paul Pierce KG Boston Celtics. Both of those teams were the top of the East. The Celtics were the first big three, and they used to bully LeBron in Cleveland. He went down to Miami, teamed up with his brother D Wade and Chris Bosh. They built a team around them. LeBron finally beat them. That was one of the best playoff performances of LeBron's career. You know, when he's sitting in the camera screaming because he finally beat Boston. And he won his first championship down there in Miami Heat. He won 2 of the 4 years he was there. But they really didn't like each other. I mean, even the stories where they would be in the locker room during the All-Star game, and you know, the Miami Heat's over here and the Boston Celtics is over here and the Detroit Pistons is over here, because, like, you know, they all having multiple All-Stars, but they really didn't rock with each other like that. Hey, congratulations, let's beat the West as soon as we done. Hey, it's up. It ain't like that no more. Ain't no rivalries. Even when the Cavs and Warriors were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, some of the best NBA finals we've ever seen, the best Game 7 I've ever seen in any sport, Cavs and Warriors, 2016 NBA Finals. They still really like each other. LeBron and Steph Curry are great homeboys. LeBron and Draymond are like best friends. Everybody loves Clay. Everybody loves Kevin Love. And Kyrie is one of the most respected hoopers ever. So it wasn't even a rivalry. Yes, they competed at an exceptionally high level, but it was all love. It was very lovey-dovey. I don't want to see all that. 90s, Bulls, Knicks. 90s, Pacers, Knicks. 90s, Knicks, Heat. 80s, Lakers, Celtics.
It was an unfortunate incident. It was just a case of 2 people running in opposite directions.
80s, Bulls, Pistons.
And the referees back then didn't look to see if Michael was hurt or not. It wasn't make sure that the savior is okay.
And I know y'all gonna say, Unc, you living in yesteryear. Bro, rivalries have been a part of competition since the beginning of time. David and Goliath. Even though they didn't go back and forth, Goliath took that right in the head. You know, still, like, that's what sports is based off of. Everybody now getting along. And man, there's no way all y'all really like each other. Man, come on, dog. But the NBA, y'all wanted to clean it up. Y'all ain't want no more fights. Y'all ain't want this ghetto hood image. It's the byproduct of it. The final reason, and the one that's the biggest sore thumb, is because there's no charismatic American basketball superstar. You know, we got Trae Young in Atlanta. We got Tatum and Brown in Boston. We got Ja in Memphis. We got Cade in Detroit. We got, you know, Jimmy in Miami. We got Cat and Brunson up in New York. We got Ant Edwards in Minnesota. We got Devin Booker in Phoenix. We got dudes, but they ain't, you know, dudes ain't, you know, a lot of them is good kids. Even the ones that's got in trouble or got some silliness off the court, they still like good kids, man. They ain't no alpha leaders. They ain't turn their nose up at dudes. They ain't trying to destroy everybody. The energy that Kendrick Lamar has in rap.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Where is that in today's NBA? Too buddy-buddy. And that's why I'm talking to you, Dylan Harper. That's why I'm talking to you, Ace Bailey. That's why I'm talking to you, Cooper Flagg. So I'm talking to you, AJ Dybantsa. So I'm talking to you, Darren Peterson. That's why I'm talking to you, Cameron Boozer. That's why I'm talking to you, Elijah Arenas. You know, y'all have a chance to really come in here and take this, because these dudes in the league right now, they really don't want it. They getting paid crazy. They get whatever Instagram model they want. They get the fashion show before and after the game. They got crazy societal clout. They drunk on their own sweat. Y'all can really come in here and take the league from these dudes. Y'all can be the face of the league in 24 months if you really do what you're supposed to do. That's why I talk to y'all the way that I do in them scout reports. The way the NBA is going, I've been seeing this for a little bit, but now it's really becoming a national, international story. We got to get it back on track. before we turn to Major League Baseball. Which one of you young killers is going to be the one that's going to take us there? I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Sunday.